part 3 of the Love and Hope International update. In order to continue to build on what we did in March by being in Kigoma, and if you don't know where Kigoma is, it's in the top left side of Tanzania on Lake Tanganyika, very close to the Burundi border. And then just up around the corner, you got Kenya and Uganda. And so for us to go, you have to, one of the connections is Edmonton to Toronto, Toronto to Ethiopia, Ethiopia to Dar es Salaam on the coast, and then across Tanzania 2 hours by Air Tanzania. And so it's a long trip. And so for 3 people to go, it would cost probably like $10,000 for flights and accommodation. And so we're saying, well, Lord, we'd love to see that happen. And so potentially I would be on the ground for about 14 days. Last time we had a pastor's conference in a place called Bigibiro with the Free Pentecostal Church of Tanzania. And there was about 120 pastors and elders. And now we're thinking of ramping up to 400 for that 2-day conference. And last time I went as Jeff Johnson because of the recommendation locally of Shafan and Milka. And so this time we would be going as a team, Shafan, Milka, and myself, of Love and Hope International. And because Milka is a recognized singer, praise leader in Tanzania and here, she will then take care of the musical side of what we're doing. And so it's like a real team thing that will happen, and God willing, moving forward. And so we would like to do a 2-day conference for pastors and elders. Then we would like to do a 1-day conference a few hours away in a place called Kasulu. We would like to do a 1-day kind of Bible course in Kigoma at one of the local churches. And then, of course, there's preaching 2 Sundays in churches. And, of course, working on the property and working with the girls. And so that kind of explains 2 arms of the ministry of Love and Hope International. If we do these conferences for pastors and elders, we got to feed them. And they'll come, but you got to feed them. And so that cost could easily be $6,000. And so, what can you do? You can just kind of laugh and say, okay, Lord, if you want any of this to take place, open the windows of heaven. And so we're just thankful for what has happened thus far. And also, as a board, we're also thankful that Shafana and Milka have graciously decided to donate that 1/3 acre to Love and Hope International so that we can actually move forward the way we are right now. So just want to say thank you. So one last thing. I'll just share with you, and you can pause the video if you want to write any of this down. If anybody wants to give and receive a receipt, this is the information you need. We are partnered with the Great Commission Foundation. They are our representative then to the Canada Revenue Agency. They also have a legal team that helps process and approve big projects. So they'll be involved with our property purchase that will come up very, very soon here. And so just one thing, for their services and for, giving out receipts and all that kind of stuff, they do take 10% off of all the money that comes to them. And that's just the way it goes. And actually, that's less than many organizations do. Our only challenge is that when money goes to the Great Commission Foundation, they will only release funds when they receive invoices and legitimate receipts. So we've got to have, it's like we've got to raise double. We've got to have money on the ground in Kigoma to pay for this or that. But then we submit the receipt, and then the money comes from the Great Commission Foundation. Either way, it's a positive problem. And if anybody would like to just give directly 100% of the funds, this is where a person can e-transfer to. And if you are so inclined to write a check, you can write a check to the Great Commission Foundation. The information is on the website. You would actually write the check to the Great Commission Foundation with our 1675 number. Any other information, you can just reach out to me and we could chat. Thanks for watching, everybody.